You bastard, you went ahead and did it anyway?
You're too late.
You get your hands off me.
It's already started. It's almost done.
Tell me it's not as bad as it looks.
We need to hurry, people. When the DA puts us on trial, it'll help our case immensely if our patient is alive.
If Sam dies, I will personally see you put away for murder.
This operation is Sam's
This operation
best chance.
is illegal, and I have an injunction. If she dies, it's your fault. Her pressure was stable. She was holding her own. Why couldn't you have waited just a little bit longer, Jason? You always have to play God. You aren't, and you put her at risk.
I can't visualize the...
BP's at 94 for 52. How much longer?
Too long.
I had about 1 second with her.
She's not dead.
Well, she's not doing very well, is she? You heard the alarm. That can't be a good sign, Jason. You are responsible. You are responsible because you got her shot, and now you put her under the knife for a surgery that she may not be strong enough to take. And your 11th hour disclosure that I'm her mother doesn't make up for your irresponsible actions. I swear to God, if anything happens to her, I will never forgive you.
Sam's alive.
Is she okay?
It's too early to tell if there's brain damage, but the edema has been incised. She has a chance to live.
All right, Sam. You made it this far. Now you've got to keep fighting your way back.
I just want to thank you for everything you did.
I was just following doctor's orders.
Jason, I have a warrant for your arrest for ignoring a court order, conspiracy. You put a woman through surgery without her consent.
Somebody ought to read the woman's chart before they start making judgments.
Take a look in the room. She's alive, Mac.
I'm glad. I mean it. I'm glad Sam made it through. Maybe a judge will show compassion. But you broke the law. I can't ignore it. So did Epiphany Johnson.
You arresting me too?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
You need to pull through this.
Hey, how's Sam doing?
Nobody really knows. They went ahead with the surgery against a court order.
Yeah, I heard. Elizabeth and Patrick Drake were just arrested.
Rick, I'm sorry about Elizabeth. But it was her choice.
Wait, you want Elizabeth arrested?
I don't want anyone arrested. I wanted to spare Sam the trauma of a life-threatening surgery. They could have given the drugs a minute to work before they cut into her brain with a scalpel. God only knows what effect that's going to have, or if she's even going to wake up.
Okay, I have good news. Looks like the surgery saved your daughter's life.
How come Jason's the only one in cuffs?
Because he has an extensive record and a history of violence.
Mac, he didn't do anything wrong. He's just a bystander.
I'd be happy to handcuff all of you if you insist. But I won't handcuff him.
I'd like to know if our arrests were motivated by malice or incompetence. Because the surgery was successful, the patient is alive. If Alexis wanted arrested her before the outcome, then you might want to check back.
Alexis knows the results. She's with Sam.
So we've been punished for saving Sam? Epiphany wasn't even in the OR.
I understand that Miss Johnson kept Alexis at bay while the rest of you pulled a bait and switch.
So you're gonna start shooting people for saving lives?
I know it doesn't sound fair, but you broke the law. As Sam's mother, Alexis specifically got a court order that forbade surgery, and you ignored it.
You know what? I'm the only one who should be here, okay? They only performed the surgery because I forced them to. I told Dr. Drake that I would shoot him if he did not operate on Sam.
Mr. Morgan
That's a lie, and you know it. Patrick wanted to operate. We all did. Jason never threatened anyone, and I was there when Patrick asked Jason to cover if it became necessary.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Did Jason threaten you, yes or no?
Yes. After I asked him to.
The charges stick. Unless Alexis drops him, you cop a plea, or the judge shows mercy. That's the best I can do. Jason will spend the night in jail because of his priors. The rest of you can probably be released if you find someone to post bail.
You arrest people for operating now. What's the bail on my mom?
How'd you hear?
I was on my way to see Jason for business, and then I found out that you're arrested for performing an unauthorized surgery.
Don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. I'll have you out in no time. It's okay.
I said, forget it, Stanford. Your money's no good here.
You're just mad because after all the preaching you've done about my life, you broke the law and you got caught.
Don't you get smart with me. I'm a trained professional. You are a once brilliant young man who turned into a life-wasting, no-good criminal by choice. So I said, put your money away. Mama's spending the night in jail.
I couldn't be happier about this. Now, however, I am a little confused and, quite frankly, a little suspect in that you told me just a few hours ago that this surgery was dangerous and could have dangerous side effects.
I gave you the best information I had at the time. Okay, do you have any doubts that the medication might have worked?
Yes, some. But I do know that Patrick's surgery relieved the intracerebral edema.
So what are the side effects?
Well, it's too soon to know. But Sam's pupils are even and reactive, which is a very, very good sign.
Okay, and your hopeful prognosis is not based on the fact that your son violated the court order and performed an illegal surgery.
Yes, I would protect my son, but I am speaking the truth.
If this were court, I would list you as a hostile witness.
We're not in court.
That's actually a shame because court makes more sense to me. The system is, of course, one that I'm familiar with. This, however, is out of my depth, being in a hospital. So naturally, I have to rely on you, rely on the nurses and their experience and expertise. So I'm certain that you can understand how concerned I am when I hear people talking to me about how Patrick did the surgery in order to redeem himself because he lost another patient. Or how I'm concerned that you are defending your son not because of his medical expertise, but because he is understandably your son and you want to protect him. I'm concerned because the staff seems too biased to be able to treat Sam effectively. Here's what I want. I want Sam addressed. Not you, not Patrick, not Jason, not me. I want a doctor who will just give me the facts and treat her without any personal agendas.
Is there anyone you'd like to call, Elizabeth?
No, thank you.
I'll straighten this out with Alexis.
If there's anyone to blame, it's my father. He's the one who told Alexis the surgery's life-threatening.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I was about to ask you the same thing. You let Patrick Drake talk you into helping with an illegal surgery?
No, that's not quite how it went.
You know what? Let's just discuss this at home. I'm gonna try to get you out of here.
No. Honey, I appreciate it, but I'm not leaving until we've all been released.
You should have left with Lucky.
It's ridiculous that we've all been arrested. Sam needed that surgery.
I'm sorry, Lucky. I can't force Elizabeth to leave.
It's ridiculous.
I know. Look, I can bring her out here if you want to talk to her.
No. I want to talk to Patrick Drake.
Just so you know, I don't do the whole noble thing. As soon as my lawyer walks in, I'm out of here.
Dr. Drake?
As if on cue.
You happy now?
Excuse me?
You've been sniffing around Elizabeth for weeks. Now you're responsible for her being arrested. You want to tell me exactly what's going on between you and my wife?
You think Sam's awake?
There's no way to know.
I know Alexis knows that the surgery was successful. Just let her calm down. She'll drop the charges. We can all go home.
My problems with Alexis are just starting.
All right, the tests look good.
Why isn't she waking up?
Oh, it's much too soon to be alarmed.
Noah, what are you glossing over?
Well, it's possible that despite Patrick's skill and timing, there could be complications.
From the surgery?
Or from the underlying injury. I mean, we won't know for sure until Sam wakes up.